Hi guys, it's Emily from Nobel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my April book haul, Feel Good Books. I've decided to change the title because it's got April book haul. It is only a short one because I say short, well, you know me and rabbiting, but I've only got 20 books to talk about, which I am super happy about because obviously last month was a lot more, but that was birthday month. It is more than I'd planned in some ways, but do you know what? I'm not beating myself up. This is what I said to you on the last book haul, is I am not focusing on numbers. I know my numbers will get to go down. I'm like you said, you will see, I would have done by now my Instagram, my story guide post of how many books I read. I didn't exactly have the best reading month, as in quality of books. Like, I think my star rating is going to be quite low in April. So I bought some books that I really was excited about, and I have actually unhauled 3 books in March at the end of April because I just decided that they weren't for me. And I think that's why you're going to notice my numbers of buying books are going to go down again, because I don't need to buy books. I want to buy books that I'm excited about and ones that I want to read pretty quickly. And when I say feel good, I've got a lot of good contemporaries. I've decided at the moment that's kind of got a mixture of contemporaries, bit of fantasy, but books I'm excited about. Anyway, I got gifted 7 books. I bought 13, and I will show you some of them. Some of them I get really quickly because they're ones I'm really super excited about. But let's just show you. The first book I won't talk about too much because it was my book for my tandem read along, and that is Greek Secret by Francesca Catlow. I will say, this was amazing. It was a 4.25 star book. My reviews on Instagram, and I will 100% be buying more books by this. It is an PR product because I got sent it to review it, but it was brilliant. I thoroughly recommend this author. She is a lovely lady, and she's like integrated with herself with a lot of all of us in the group. Brilliant book, and one that this is a feel good contemporary, and that was just what I needed. Actually, that kind of needs to go on a separate pile because that needs to go. I want my mum to read that. And so that was gifted to me by Tandem it's like a gifted kind of given to me to review. Now I've got 2 books that was gifted to me by one of my subscribers. It was a birthday present that arrived, I think, the day I filmed my last book haul, so it didn't get to be shown on them. And this lovely subscriber, she is such a lovely lady. She said she doesn't need to be named, but thank you so much. She bought me 2 gorgeous books for my birthday, and I am so grateful. So thank you, darling. She bought me You Belong With Me by Marley McFarlane. I won't be saving it for the Irish read song because even though it's an Irish author, I love this author's works. And this is, when there is a ring on the doorbell, there's only one person Edie Thompson wants it to be, the person who is still in her heart, the person who might just be the one. She and Elliot Owen called it quits before, but aren't they too good together to try not to try? Here he is offering her everything she's dreamed about. But dating Elliot, an actor, is anything but plain sailing. Being an ocean apart, followed by the press. And I think this is like a sequel to another one of her books, but I can't for the life of me remember which one it is the sequel to. I think it's, I really can't remember. Oh yeah, You Belong With Me. It's the sequel to the follow-up novel from Who's That Girl, which I've read. So this is follow-up one. It's contemporary. Can't wait to get to it. It's definitely a feel-good book. So thank you, my darling. Then I've got a book which was sent to me, but like I said, this is one that was sent to me by a subscriber, and this was the 3rd book in the series. So sneaky peek, I bought the 2nd book because I wanted it. And this is Hex and Hexability. It is the 3rd book in the series, so I won't, but I think they're more like interconnecting because this one's not too much connected to the first one, so I don't know if it's connected to the 2nd one. Do you want to see what witches can do? So it's a witchy fantasy. You know that that's my jam completely. Lady Tiffany Worthington has always had a special talent for making the world around her come to life, whether she wants it or not, but it's only with the arrival of her mysterious great aunt Esme on the eve of the Battle of Waterloo she learns that she's a witch, and that the magic she's long feared is actually a gift to be embraced. Magical portals, witchiness, I cannot bloody wait to read this. This is a series that I need to... Oh, it's hard to decide which one I'm going to get to first. Then Charlie, my gorgeous sister from Charlie Book Reads, was unhauling some books, and she offered them to me. She gave me the ones that she thought I'd not want. And this first one is Jamie by L.D. Lipinski. Everyone raved about this book, and it is a great book. It's a middle grade book. It's about it has a non-binary lead character. Could have really read it in April. I probably should have done. but for trans April, but it's non-binary and it just sounds like such a good book. I know Chatty from the Mad Chatter raved about this book, and I know Charlie loved it. Have you ever had a secret, the sort you lie awake at night thinking about? I have. A couple of years ago I told my friends my secret about me not being a girl or a boy, about me being non-binary. It's a little weird at first, but now good things are pretty good. Until we started year 6, until we had to start thinking about secondary schools. Until I realised there was one school for boys and one school for girls, but there was no place for me, and that was where everything went wrong. Can't wait to read this book, but I know it may break me. Then Alice Austin Lived Here by Alex Gino, and again I believe this is another non-binary character. Sam is non-binary, and they know that history is not just made up with dead straight cisgender white men, but by telling their story, but try telling their teacher, Mr. Wattress, that. And it just sounds like a really great book. It's about historical fiction about the photographer Alice Austin, and an inspiration for queer kids everywhere till they find. I wait to see what it's like. Nice short but sweet book. I'm looking forward to trying it. Not very long, so again this won't stay unread for long. None of these books are going to stay unread for long. This is the thing with this. And then lastly she gave me The Invisible Summer of Juniper Jones by Jonathan Green. This is historical fiction set in the summer of 1955, and Juniper basically is shipped off to a small town in Alabama, but they have racist neighbours who makes everything clear how unwelcome she is. Middle grade historical fiction, again very much one of what I'm really looking forward to. And then the lovely Ange from Ange's Book Chatter sent me a book, and I must admit, I'm really one of those sad people who actually likes a post-it note. She put a cat post-it note saying, "Enjoy Emily" from Ange, and she put those kisses. Love cats, love post-it notes. And this is Ordinary Human Failings by Megan Nolan. This was shortlisted for the Nero Book Awards in 2023, and I swear it was on one of the Women's Prize lists. It's historical fiction set in 1990 in London, and it's after the death of a young girl in the estate, and the finger of suspicion is pointed to one reclusive Irish family, the Greens. And it's apparently, I swear to God, this was shortlisted or longlisted, but a lot of people rave about this book. It isn't long. It is literally like about 200 pages, but I really wanted this book and I nearly bought it myself. So thank you, Ange, for sending it to me. So those are the books I got gifted. Thank you all the people that send me gifts. I never ever, on my Amazon wishlist, I put my Amazon wishlist at the ends of my videos. That's if anyone wants to get me a gift. I never ever expect anything, but I'm truly grateful for those that you do. So thank you so much. Now to the books I bought. And what I've done is I decided to separate my piles. The books I bought full price and the ones I bought charity shop. And I did treat myself to a few. Chris is slightly annoyed at me for one of the books that I bought because one of them was like 15 quid, and I'll get that one. And there's a book that the new Taylor Jenkins Reid book that's coming out in June, I think, and it's hardback, and I'll be getting that full price. And at the moment at Waterstones, the Waterstones edition at the moment saying it's 20 quid, so I'm hoping I can get it for a discount because I want it. And it's got sprayed edges, and I know I'm going to pay more, but it isn't very often. There's one book a month where I pay like a big amount for. I don't actually think there's any in May that are coming out. There's one book in May that's coming out that I want, and it's called The Elopement by Jill Hornby, but I'm not desperate for it. I've got Jill Hornby's books in paperback, so I'm not actually going to rush to that one. I may save my pennies for June when all the books come out. Why do the authors do this, by the way? Why do they always put books out in the same month? And there was like a massive, like this month, there was like 3 books that came out that I wanted. Why do they do it? Spread it out. Just tell them to spread it out. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't need my notebook for this because these are just books that I wrote down in my notebook because I know what I had to find. Anyway, I'm rambling again. First one. This is getting read in June. I'm supposed to be doing Joy Reading June, which I'm speaking about another video coming up. I'm supposed to be mood reading, but I already know I want to read this in June. And it's either this or the other one. But Heidi Swain's latest book, The Best Summer Ever, and I believe it's connected to the Heidi Swain book that I'm reading in May, which is The Secret Seaside Escape. I think it's connected to that one. I think it's part of that series. But it's Heidi Swain. She is one of my favourite authors ever. Best summer ever. Look how beautiful this cover is. A long hot summer, perfect for a holiday fling. Summer is in full swing when Daisy drives back to Weymouth. having left both her recent job and the man her parents thought she was going to marry. Coming home could be just what she needs. At Wimbledon Manor, the owner Algie isn't getting any younger, and Daisy's mum Janet spends the time running after him, while Daisy's dad Robin is the gardener who's been let down by the person who's supposed to take care of the new flower garden. As Daisy tries to find her place in Wimbrook and in the village, she's drawn to a summer visitor Josh, but he turns out not to be the person he appears to be. Will the spark between them fizzle out? Sounds perfectly me. Sod it, it's going upstairs. And then I don't very often get these quick reads, but I saw it at Waterstones for like £1, and I was like, actually, why not? It's Kathy Brownlee. It's called The Surprise Visitor. 2 best friends, 2 big secrets. I love this author. I know she's got a book. I think her next book's coming out in hardback, so it better bloody come out in paperback not long after, because I don't want hardback books for. I'd find hardback books for contemporaries, but very rare that I get them. But I probably will end up. Who knows? But anyway, this is about kind-hearted Joe Potter and fun-loving Eve Langdon have been best friends since they were teenagers. Despite not seeing each other for a few years, they keep in touch every day by texts and calls. And then something happens where Eve finds herself stranded in the town where Joan lives. She decides to surprise her friend with a spur-of-the-moment visit. But what should have been a lovely reunion is filled with awkward moments when it quickly becomes clear that both women have been hiding huge secrets. It looks like a nice, easy, quick read that I want something. I've got some shorter books this month. That's got to be good. I'm already on 11 minutes, oopsie. And this is the second book in that Hex series. And this is Hex in the City. I got it from, actually, I don't know why it's in this pile, but I did get it from Baz Books. But I paid a little bit more than she was charging for it. There are some books that she put extra price on to gain extra money for the charity, because they're such good quality and they're brilliant ones. And this one I paid even more than what she put it for, because I wanted it desperately, and I thought this deserves more than she was selling it for, so I chose to pay more. Things you should know about Poppy. 1, she's a witch. 2, she has magical hair. 3, she lives with Iris, the head of the coven, in a beautifully ramshacked house next to Highgate Cemetery. 4, she works at a magic shop in Covent Garden, but not real magic, as that would be highly irresponsible. Then Poppy accidentally sells gorgeous celebrity Axel Storm and all 6'4" of him a cursed pendant. Woo! All hell breaks loose, and the sparks fly both in and out of the cauldron. That looks really exciting. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Why do I? This is the thing. I've now bought loads of books that I'm now buying books that I just want to read straight away. So sod it, I don't care. Then I treated myself to this because I used my Waterstones points to pay for this, and this is Raven's Song, which is book 2 in the Green Creek series. I have just tried to order book 3 on Amazon, and there was a fluvy, and there wasn't enough stock of it, so I'm gonna have to try and look elsewhere for it because I want it. After Heart Song, no, literally, Wolf Song is literally up there as my favourite book of the year. This one is about Gordo Livingston, who we speak to in the other book, in the other series, and it is about Gordo Livingston, who never forgets the lessons carved out. He is in Wolf Song, and he's connected to Mark Bennett, who's also in the second book. I don't want to give stories away, but this is their romance. Can't flipping wait. Cannot wait to read that. Then to the other book that I bought on payday, and I got this the day it came out. Well, no, I got this a few days after it came out, and this is What If I Never Got Over You by H. Toon. She is a favourite author. The works had this stunning edition, and actually it was cheaper than other places. I love it. Can't wait to read it. It's her latest book, although Vicky read it in one day and loved it. Mum didn't love it as much. So I'm kind of torn between this and the Heidi Swain book. One of them's getting it read in June, one of them's getting it read in July. Yet again, I cannot decide. So at the moment I'm putting Heidi Swain in that June tray. But if I change my mind, the whole point of Bill that I'm going to be doing in June is I'm mood reading. So this is about Ellie didn't expect to find love while travelling in Europe, but she also didn't expect to meet a man like Ash. 3 blistering days in Lisbon are all it takes to form an unforgettable connection, deep enough for them to plan to meet again in Madrid. But Ellie arrives late and Ash is nowhere to be found. And 6 years later, the memory of Ash and their time together still burns deeply in Ellie's heart. She hopes that the dream job as a gardener in the grand estate in Wales will bring the fresh start she desperately needs. But when Ash unexpectedly crashes back into her life, Ellie is forced to question if the universe has other plans. Can't wait. That's kind of, yeah. Then the last of my full pricey books, and this is Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. You know I love Beth O'Leary. I bought all her books in paperback, and for some reason I kept the receipt. But look at the end pages. I don't care that I paid 16 quid. I could have paid more if I wanted the printed edition, but I didn't. I didn't want the signed edition. I'm not fussed by signed. I'll pay more for sprayed edges, but I won't pay more for signed copies. I think that's what I've learned. And again, this is going to get rid really quickly in the summer, so it will either be June, July, August. I don't know yet. Lexi's looking for a no strings attached fun with a stranger. She deserves one night for herself, doesn't she? Zeke is looking for love, but one night with a woman like Lexi, he'll break his rules. Romance, Beth O'Leary. I do not absolutely care. I just cannot wait for this book. I don't need to know any more of that. I love Beth O'Leary. I need to... Sorry about the wibbling the table. Now to a book again that is going straight up on my May books, because it is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I bought this for Spoonies. It is going straight up on my TBR for May, and it's got a character with an amputee, I believe. I'm not sure. Wynne McNulty has always been wildly independent, not to be coddled for her limb differences. So again, it's something to do with that. And then she has a hot one night stand and gets pregnant, basically. This is one that Danny from Danny's Book World recommended to me, and it is apparently this author writes romances featuring cast of diverse, disabled, marginalised, and LGBTQI plus romances. All little bits of coffee candy I want. I am going to be reading that in May. So that's going upstairs. Then to a charity shop book. I love this series, the Starcross Manor series by Christy Barlow. I'm gradually getting through this series. I've got loads more of them to find out which ones I've got. But I've collected this, and this is a Winterby one, but I kind of think I need to read it earlier than that, but I don't know if I need to read all these books in series order. They're set up at Starcross Manor, where I've read where the location of some of these books are, and it's about Libby and Guy Hart. And Guy Hart is a single dad, and he's meeting Libby Carter, who is a fashion designer and always loves weddings. All the sugar candy I need. Christy Barlow books I love. What more do I need? And then to a book that I found it in the charity shop near Tesco's, and I remember Jack from Spread Book Joy read this, The Art of Racing in the Rain, and it's by Garth Stein. I don't know anything about this, but literally apparently it's about a dog who speaks, the thrill of a competitive racing, a heart-tugging storyline. So don't know any more than that. Looking forward to that. Then I found at my charity shop at Baz Books, Man and Wife by Wilkie Collins, Oxford edition. Again, I'm looking at all Wilkie Collins books because I know he was a bit of a div, but I love his books, and I swear to God Katie liked this one. I'll have to hope and pray she does. Don't know if I'll be reading this for this Victober because I'm reading No Name by Wilkie Collins for this Victober. But it's about law and society, about a wife. It's a gorgeous copy. I wanted to pay £1 for that, and I don't honestly care. Like, I had to buy that. I'm trying to think where this is going to go. Yeah, this is going to have to go on that pile because it's got to go upstairs. Got to put this upstairs. Well, my piles are getting a bit dodgy. Then for 20p I bought a nice pink copy. I just wanted a pink book. I wanted a great pink, nice romance. It's The Cottage by Rosella Cove. It's got books on the cover. Pink books on the cover. All I need to do. Lost, Found and Forgotten. About romance. It just looks like a nice, cosy romance. Nicole has left a city life for the sleepy town of Rosella Cove, renting an old cottage by the water, and she plans to keep herself there. But when she uncovers a box of wartime love letters, she realises that she's not the first person living in this cottage to hide secrets and pain. This just looks great. I think it's got a bit of historical fiction. Oh, it is. So I think I've actually put it on the wrong area. Ivy's life in Rosella Cove is actually tainted by the events of World War II. I think I need to move that upstairs. Ooh, I didn't know that. There you go, that's telling me that. Penultimate book, I've got The Housekeepers by Alex Hay. I know Katie from Books and Things has got another book by this author, and I know that other people have read this. It's more like a mystery historical fiction. It's upstairs, the madam is planning the party of the season, and all eyes are on the greatest house in Mayfair, and then downstairs her servants are plotting the heist of the century. And then something will happen. It just looks really good. Mystery, historical fiction, what more do I need? And then last but not least, a book by an author I love, historical fiction, the Wartime Book Club, and it's on this island of secrets. One woman wages her war on books, not bombs. And this is literally when the German army invades the tranquil island. Librarian Grace Lamonte is determined to keep her her service is running in order to destroy the books that will threaten the Nazi regime. She refuses to instead to hiding the books away. This looks really, really good, and this just looks like historical fiction, and it just looks fantastically what I want. Now, this, I think if you've got to the end of this video, leave me a book emoji, because books are making me feel good. So leave me either a book emoji or an emoji of something that makes you feel good, because we all deserve a bit of happiness in our life. The sun is out today. I'm going to go and enjoy the day. I hope you all have happy. I hope you've all enjoyed just the summer that this last week's been. And take care, everyone. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, bring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.